Hello, Earth signs. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do your October reading for the first 2 weeks. We're going to take a look into the cards and see what is in store for you for the first 2 weeks of October. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you have a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in any of those placements, then this reading could be for you. You guys know the drill to all of this. If something doesn't resonate or nothing resonates, chuck the whole reading out or what doesn't apply. And sorry, the reading wasn't for you. It's a general reading. But for those of you that it does resonate with and you need a deeper read, you have further questions, you want to book a tarot session with me or a tarot and coaching session, all that information is in the description below. Without further ado, Earth signs, let's jump into your reading and find out what's in store for you for the first 2 weeks of October. Okay, I'm using my Sacred Geometry deck, as always, to pull one frequency card just to give us an overall energy here that's kind of crowning your spread. What frequency for Earth signs? We have it. Ooh, I love it. Okay, Earth signs, you have the root chakra. Okay, the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. So with the root chakra, this is our frequency. The frequency with the root chakra has to do with survival, fight or flight. It's also how we ground. Everything comes through the root chakra. So there may be grounding that's needed here for you, Earth signs. You may be dealing with some fears and anxieties coming up for the first 2 weeks of October. You could also be manifesting, because the root chakra is how we manifest. The root and sacral chakra are our key manifestation chakras for this reality. So there may be something going on there. Let's take a look into the fairy deck to find out if we can get some more insight here. But you're looking for a sense of safety or security, feeling safe, feeling secure in something. It might be a job, might be a relationship, maybe home, environment, something along those lines. Health. Let's take a look and see what's coming up for... Ooh, okay, we have the first one, himself. See if we can get something else. Any more cards here? Okay. Ooh, honesty. Wow. Okay, they're telling me no more cards. Okay, so let me just... So we have... we're just going to take 2 today. So we have himself and we have honesty. Himself is just a very, gosh. So I'm getting, these are 2 very different energies. When you look at the cards, you can see it in the faces. One is very determined, very headstrong, very secure in who they are and where they're going. And honesty, this card, the facial expressions that we're getting, the energy off of this card is uncertain, timid, fearful, but not in it's more of in a small, like you're kind of feeling small. So this is interesting. I'm wondering if these are 2 different energies coming in a sense of one is representative of you and one is representative of another group or a person or an event, a work thing. We're going to go into the cards here and though get a little bit more detail from the book. Himself has to do with consciousness and knowing. Let's see here. Okay, so himself, your key words are the natural laws, shamanic power, life force. See, there's a lot of life force coming through in this card. And in this card, although there's a lot of heart energy, it's very soft, it's very gentle, very gentle, where this one might be a little bit more aggressive, but not necessarily in a negative way, more in a determination kind of way. So let me just look here to see if there's... So this card here is representing a great deal of energy kind of coming in. Leadership and ability to command, steadfast and integrity, wild power held and channeled for the good of all. With the root chakra coming up, you see, when you look at this card, you can see that his heart chakra is lit up, the third eye, and the crown chakra is lit up. And I'm getting the sense that Earth signs, you are beginning to channel a certain leadership within yourself, a very defined knowing, certainty, strength that's coming in through more of a higher awareness, not from your immediate surroundings, but more from a higher place of consciousness that is accessible to you as you open up more and more through the crown and the heart and the third eye. And you're beginning to bring this in and pull it in through the root chakra. So you're really starting to pull that in and ground it into this 3D reality so that it starts to show up in more areas of your life, and people are responding to this quality that you are starting to display. They're responding to the strength and leadership, and it's like a confidence, like there's a lot of confidence here that you're starting to channel. However, with the honesty card here, it tells me that there's a truth that needs to be faced, and perhaps you're going to be getting very honest with either someone else or a certain situation around you. And this situation, person, group that you're going to be delivering truth to, through your confidence might actually be a little intimidating, a little overwhelming for this situation, for this particular energy that's coming in through over here. But here are the key words: honesty, compassion, tact, and self-deceit. Yeah, this is about dealing the truth straight on. Okay, there's no like, there's no sugarcoating this. Like you don't want to like beat around the bush. You don't want to try and make nice. You really want to deliver the truth head on, like a laser beam. However, you will do so with a level of compassion, because compassion is needed here to remember that whatever you're delivering or whoever you're delivering this truth to, remember that it is a reflection of you, and to hold compassion for that, so that the truth may be received well. Let's see. I'm getting a sense that someone's being cut down to size here. And I don't feel that it's you, Earth signs. I feel that it is someone else that you may be dealing with. And it'll be good for them, but not from an egotistical point of view, like the ego needs to be tamed this way, but more so in, it's a reality that truly needs to be faced. And sometimes brutal honesty is the only way to see it. So let's go into the tarot and find out what's going on here. So we've got you guys really channeling some great energy here and bringing it in through the root chakra. grounding it, really, really, I see you standing. I'm seeing, they're showing me someone standing on like a road in a subdivision. And there's this like, you know, when you throw a stone into the water and it ripples, the rings ripple out? I'm seeing light start at your feet, and this circle of light around you starts to ripple out further and further and further. And it's almost like you're grounding the light, you're spreading the light, and anything that comes into your reality right now, anything that kind of steps into your energy field is going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Not absorbed, but it's going to be infected by the light. And in some cases, they won't even know what's hitting them. They won't even know exactly what it is. Okay, what messages do you have here for Earth signs for the first 2 weeks? We have Judgment in reverse, first 2 weeks of October. Wow. Yes, okay. Wow. Okay, then we have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil in reverse. Okay, so let's go over this here. All right. So first of all, we have the Judgment card in reverse. In reverse. So I feel like someone's looking for a second chance, but they're afraid they're not going to get it. Or either you've been dealing with a certain situation and you're kind of tired of the results you've been getting. Either from, I want to say, a work situation, a group environment, maybe it's a home relationship, someone you're dealing with, and it's just whatever was going on, it wasn't working, and you're just over it. You're just not even about to entertain it anymore. And you don't even know if you want to do a second chance for this. You're kind of like, you've shown me the way you operate and it's not working for me. I'm feeling like someone wants to come in for an apology for you, Earth signs, because they see your strength and they see the work that you've been doing on yourself. But they're scared to. Like I said, there's a lot of fear here. When we have to face the truth after avoiding it for so long, there's a lot of fear of rejection and fear that it won't go the way that they hope an apology will. And so this Judgment card, I feel, is in reverse because there's some sort of fear around a second chance not actually coming through, like the apology not being accepted. And then we have the Queen of Swords here with the Seven of Swords. And this Queen of Swords is taking no prisoners, delivering the truth, cutting away what needs to be cut away. And you feel like you were taken from, Earth signs. There's this feeling that you were robbed of something that was very important to you, very precious to you. And you know you can't get it back from this situation or this person, but you know you can get it back through making a choice to cut away that which is not serving you and rebuild it on your own. And perhaps rebuild it in a stronger way. I don't know if that's going to land with you guys, or some of you, I don't know if it even makes sense. But with this Queen of Swords, you know, she's like waving her her fan, like you're cool as a cucumber the first 2 weeks of October. Like you got this down. You are so in your element here, like with himself showing up. You are so prepared to deliver truth or cut away what needs to be cut away. Like there's this idea of I'm just taking no prisoners. But again, when I say that, the compassion is also for you. The compassion is also for you because you know you just can't go on with that kind of BS anymore, in whatever format it's coming into your life. And you're just tired of being taken from, and it's just not going to happen anymore. And that's why you have this devil energy in reverse. We're finally releasing the this energy of feeling bound or feeling trapped or feeling obsessive over something. You're finally ready to let it go. And let the cards fall where they may. You know, like you're just not attached. Ooh, you are not attached to outcomes. You are not attached to a situation anymore the way you were before. And this is leading you into a promised land that you knew you were always destined for, but had perhaps taken a bit of a detour or someone threw up a roadblock in your way. No longer is the roadblock there. You have removed it yourself. This is the Queen of Swords showing up as you cut things away and have released yourself, liberated yourself from the devil energy. Okay, beautiful, Earth signs. This is great reading so far. Very powerful, very empowering, I want to say. What other messages do we have here for Earth signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First 2 weeks of October. What do they have to look forward to? What sort of confirmations, messages? Ooh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, we have the Two of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands upright, and the Tower card. Wow. Okay, Earth signs. With the Two of Swords coming up here, with it in reverse, this talks about you are blind no more to what's going on. You see things very clearly, and because of the Queen of Swords here, being able to cut it away, like there's a lot of swords energy so far coming up. This is a lot of mental clarity. I feel like there's a lot of clarity coming through. Like you see right through it all. And you are no longer in about staying stagnant or in a stalemate. You're making decisions. You're making decisions and you're not afraid to make them because you know the only way forward for you is forward. Like the only way you're going to move forward is by starting to cut all of this away. And so you're making those choices. You have the Two of Wands then coming up here, which talks about making a choice between two paths, okay? Seeing two timelines, okay? And I'm feeling like, you know, you are choosing the timeline that is serving you now. Like you are choosing the timeline, the path forward that... Like what came up with the devil channeling okay, I wasn't channeling the devil, but the channeling around the devil card in reverse is that you see the path to the promised land, okay? You know where that is now, and you know that you're no longer going to be detoured, okay? And you hold this key yourself. We have this Tower card coming up, and I'm getting the sense that this is going to be a huge tower moment for whoever you're dealing with. Now, of course, if these energies, if you feel like you are the honest, just reverse the energies to fit however, because energy kind of flows and all of that. So I'm just going to read it though from the perspective that I'm feeling more that this is like you guys, you earth signs are this himself energy coming in. The tower talks about awakening. It talks about a spiritual awakening. It also talks about the old structures crumbling, that we're no longer supportive. And in a way, I feel like you're blowing this tower up yourself. Like you're blowing it up. And the tower is in a way going to be shaking the ground of whoever's coming in here. Now, when I'm saying that this is all happening, I'm not getting a sense, earth signs, that you're going to be doing this with any malicious intent. Like, it's not that you are trying to be some like abrasive warrior or anything like that with this person. You're allowing your ego to come in. Not at all. I don't feel that. I don't feel like your ego's taking over and you're just like wanting to blow shit up and blow this person's ego out of their own water. I'm getting a sense more that you know that they were already on shaky ground. Okay? And in a way, this truth is going to like, it's going to send the laser beam of destruction straight into the core and crumble it really fast so that it's over and done with quickly. It's almost like this ripping the Band-Aid kind of feeling off. You're just going to get straight to the heart of it. And I just get a really positive sense around this tower, to be quite honest. I feel like it's necessary, not just for this other person, but also for you to know that you can stand up for yourself and deliver the truth and still hold your head high and feel good about standing up for yourself. Feel good about standing your ground and not being walked over. I get the sense that in the past, whatever this is around, if this is a situation, again, a person, whatever it is, that you were allowing yourself to kind of be... I just keep like seeing like this image of like things bouncing off cushions and back and forth, and like you're just kind of allowing yourself to be played in a little way, and I just like you're like, okay, I'll just go with it for now. Like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Like you were just willing to go with it, but you realize that going with it was really to your own detriment, and it's over. It's done now. You're not doing it anymore. Truth is a big theme coming here. You are rooting it in, and you're bringing the truth in from very high awareness, okay? Third eye awareness and heart awareness. Okay, do we have any more messages here for Earth signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Final messages here for Earth signs. Wow, you're getting like double numbers. So you had 2 2s, and now we have 2 8s. Both in reverse. So the message that I'm getting here, Earth signs, with the 8 of coins in reverse, someone or something just wasn't living up to its potential. It wasn't putting in the work, or this person wasn't putting in the work. Okay, and you're just breaking yourself free from the mental feeling of feeling trapped. Like it's falling under, like, look, this is kind of coming, actually I'm going to put them like this. It's kind of coming under the devil energy. Like you're finally releasing the anxiety that you had around things not living up to their potential, whatever that might be. Living up to the potential is the phrase that keeps coming in on this 8 of coins in reverse, because the 8 of coins upright is all about mastery. It's about working on something diligently, to master a craft or something, and either a work situation wasn't living up to its potential, someone you were working with wasn't living up to a potential, or someone you've been involved with, it could be a group, it just wasn't living up to his or her potential. And it caused you a lot of like, you were kind of feeling trapped in your mind about it all, like not knowing what to do. And with this 8 of Wands coming up, like it's again releasing this feeling of being trapped, again under the devil energy, no longer under the bondage. You're kind of liberating yourself, Earth signs. There's a huge liberation going here. We have our last one. Okay, another 2. Wow, 2s and 8s, guys. Okay, 2 of Cups in reverse. So I'm getting the sense that this has to do with something that just wasn't really coming together. Okay, it really wasn't coming together, whatever it may be, whether it was a relationship, a friendship, perhaps it was a contract at work. Whatever this was, it just wasn't coming together. And you've released yourself with it coming on top of the Eight of Wands and over by the Devil energy. Like, this is what's really getting released. Whatever this energy is, like, you are releasing it by speaking the truth. You are cutting things away. Now, when you cut things away, it doesn't mean that this person it's inevitable that this person is gone from your life. It really depends on whether or not they're going to show up. I really believe that it's going to depend on this tower moment. This tower moment, this awakening, this crumbling of the old structures is going to be the deciding point for this person, whether or not they decide to actually live up to the potential, or this situation decides to live up to the potential. But you know you're going forward one way or the other. Like, it doesn't matter if they want to join you or not join you, you're going forward. And so you've already made your decision. Okay, with this two of swords in reverse, you've made your decision. You know, you're just not putting up with it anymore, and it's up to them now to decide for themselves if they want to rise to the occasion and be part of this. But you know your empowerment, you know your strength, and you know which way is forward. And to be quite honest, either way, you're good. Or signs, you're good, and you know it, and you really know it. You are completely embracing this fully empowered, determined, and unstoppable energy within you. And like, that's what I'm saying. You are channeling it in, you're grounding it in, and like I say, this light, like, things are going to step into your energy field, okay, into this light, and again, they're either going to combust or they're going to light up themselves. So that's, in a way, like, you are the laser beam that's going into the tower. Like, you literally are the laser beam bringing the tower down. So good on you, Earth signs. Sounds like a pretty fascinating first couple of weeks for you for the first 2 weeks of October. I hope this reading was helpful. If you need any more insight into this reading, or you have your own questions, own things going on that you would like further answers on, you want to book a reading or a coaching session with me, all that information is in the description below. Earth signs, I love you so much. Have a wonderful first 2 weeks of October, and I will be back with you all soon.